Hi everyone, it's Helen here. Thank you so much for joining me for another Christmas in July project. Today I'm going to be playing with my brand new box from the Papercraft Society. This is the August box and all of the details for this will be listed down below, and I'll also be doing a craft along live with this box in August as well, so I'm really looking forward to that. But today we're going to be making a Christmas version from this box because you can make all of these wonderful little critters here, these little animals. And we have a deer here, so I'm going to make a reindeer gift box using all of the dies in here. If I have anything extra from outside the box that I'll be using, I will let you know as I come to them. So let's have a quick look inside. For the full reveal of this box, I will leave that linked down below. I might just have to move some of my Christmas trees here. So let's grab out all the things that we're going to be needing. So we have this envelope in here. This has got a lot of goodies in. We're going to be needing the die set. That is going to have that has the box die there for the little Gable box, and we also need the stamp set as well. That is going to give us all of our little critters here. There we go, and also the outline dice for those two. And we have some craft cardstock in there, and another thing you're going to be needing is the booklet, because inside the booklet is a little key on how to put your little animals together. So let's grab that out. I don't want to show too many spoilers because I know some of you guys like to wait, but inside here we have a key on how to make all of the little animals. So I'm going to leave that out there just to the side so that I can refer to it. Right, so let's start off with our box. I'm going to leave all of these intact. I am actually going to use the test dies that I originally had whilst I was making all of the samples. It's just a lot easier for me to dig those out. And I'm going to be starting with 2 sheets of the craft cardstock. Those are A5. And this is the Gable box die there, so I'm going to cut that out twice. Now you do get some sample sheets here of different colours as well inside the box, but feel free to just delve into your stash and use whatever colour you need. So I'm going to cut out 2 of these. Again, this little box will look lovely die cut out in patterned paper. You can really get creative. Okay, so if you get any of these little bits stuck here, just use a paper piercer. There's little holes here so you can release those, and then you can carry on cutting. So as you can see, all of these dies will fit through a standard sized big shot. Okay, so grab a bone folder and start folding all of the school lines. Now this box really is very simple to put together. You only need to add glue on the base part because everything else folds up. So it's really handy. Okay, so now we're ready to assemble. I'm going to be using some bookbinding glue here. This dries super fast and it doesn't wrinkle your paper. So I'm going to add my glue just to this base piece here, and then I'm going to overlap the 2 pieces. Then I'm going to set that aside just to dry. So whilst that is drying, I am going to make myself a tiny little piece of snow just to go across here. So I have this measured at 3 1/4. That is the width of the box. And I'm just going to do with my scissors just a wiggly line just to give a little bit of a snow scene. And I'm going to do it as a third. So if you imagine this in thirds, I'm going to cut it here on the third, and then this bottom piece I can then stack in front of the first one. There we go. And then I could turn this over and I can pop that just here. It might be very hard for you to see. I have this shimmery paper, so this is extra, and this is vanilla A4 pearl card from the Foundation's Creative Expressions. So it's basically a pearlescent paper and a crafter's companion, the Centura collection. That is quite sheeny shiny like this too. So there's lots of different options there, or you could go for glitter card. So let's get this popped on. I'm going to use, I'm just knocking my trees over everywhere here. Let's put you back. I need a little counter on the side telling me how many times I've knocked over my trees. I'm sure one of you will count. So let's chop these up. I need some really thin ones here. There we go. There's possibly even room there for another snowbank as well. You can be as creative as you want. It's your box, and that is going to be glued onto there. Now from this notch here, this is where the box is going to start to curve, so that's pretty much the highest I can go. Right, so let's get this popped together. It's super duper easy. So these little notches, these rounded notches here, fold into these slots, and then those will line up just like that, and then do the same on the other side. And then we can join these two handles together and feed them through these two holes here. There we go, there's our first side done. If you find it easy, you can do one at a time. There we go, and there is our box made. Lots of space in there for little goodies and chocolates. So let's get our little snowdrift popped on there. If you want to, as an optional extra, you can go around with a white gel pen. This is not included, this is from my stash. You can always go round the edge here and add some stitching detail, which I'm going to do just now before I add my snowdrift. But what I won't do is I won't go along the bottom here. Okay, so that adds a really nice little bit of detail on there. Now we can pop this on here. Then after that we can start making our little reindeer. So I don't want too much dimension on here. I want this last little bit at the back quite flat. If you want to, you can add some more three-dimensional foam pads. I'm just going to stick with the glue, pop that on. Now we really need to add some colour to this, so we're going to make our little reindeer. So let's move over now to the stamp set and the die set and the key. So let's show you the key first. So we're going to be making the deer, so we need these two dies from the die set, this stamp, and I will probably manually fussy cut those antlers out. Okay, so here is the stamp set. I'm going to be using this one, so let's grab this one out. I'm just going to use plain or black. You can use brown as well. Brown would go really nicely too. And then the die we're going to be needing is this one here, a little figure without the ears, and also this duo here. We need this one there. So I've already done some die cutting out already. Oh, and I also want to do the trunk, the tree trunk. So I've got my little tree trunk here. I'm doing some more detailing with the white gel pen. Then I have here my little figure, the outline, and then from this section I have the top bit of the reindeer, and then the stamp is going to do the rest of the work. And there is the tree trunk. So let's move all these aside. I am going to put these back, otherwise I will lose them. Okay, I've just grabbed a spare piece of paper here because the antlers will stamp off onto the background. Now here is an idea. If you want to just keep it as a stamped image, stamp your reindeer first and then add on the top there your die cuts, and then you'll still have the antlers there, and that will be a stamped image there on your card. Okay, just a quick dry run. These go on just like that. There we go. So it's going to do the little feet on the side as well. So I am just going to quickly stamp this as is so you can see how it stamps. There we go. And that is going to go on here. Now all of the animals work in a similar manner. This one's just slightly different because we have the extra antlers. There we go. Now we're just going to fussy cut these out. I might just change to brown. Okay, so I've stamped the antlers onto matching brown cardstock. I'm just going to fussy cut these out. And then I just need a little tail. I have just used this little die here. That's for his little tail. Right, so let's get assembling now. So we've got this top section there. Let's pop that on. I always keep reaching for my brand new glue. I've got to use this one up first. So let's pop this on. And then the antlers, I'm just going to add my little bit of glue just here. I'll pop that on, there we go. Now I need to add a bit more detail to this. I'm going to get my gel pen. And there are some score lines here. I'm just going to highlight those with my gel pen. You can use an ordinary brown pen if you have that too. Right, so let's add his little tail. I'm just going to add a tiny bit of glue just to the left hand side, just like that, just a little dab. I'm going to pick up my reindeer and pop him on there, and I'm going to leave that to dry. Right, because this is Christmas, I would like this little reindeer to be festive. So I've got some little diamantes here, and I'm going to add a little red sparkly nose. How did that get in there? That's a yellow one. There we go. And there we have our sparkly little Rudolph there. So let's pop him onto the box just as a quick dry run. See how this is going. There we go. We definitely need some colour. So we have here another, I did two, but I decided I'm going to do the darker brown. Again, I'm going to go in with some detailing here with my gel pen. This really does add to the detail here. And then there's a swirly bit in the centre. There we go. So he's going to sit just on there. And now I would like to add a little bit more colour, and I would like a Christmas tree. So I'm just going to make my own. So I've just used my scissors here just to cut out some rectangles. And they get smaller as we go, so they're all the same height. So I've got a large, medium and a small, and I'm just going to cut these into triangles. And as these stagger and get smaller, it's going to give me that little bit of a Christmas tree shape. Last one. And I'll glue that one on the top. Got myself a little Christmas tree now. That's my new glue. I should put my new glue away, then I'll stop reaching for it. Okay, I need a little trunk for this, so I'm just going to cut myself a little square or a little rectangle. dab of glue just there at the top and pop it on, and there we have a little Christmas tree. This is becoming quite festive now. Okay, so I've just heat embossed this with some white heat embossing powder, die cut it out with the matching die, and I'm just going to pop that onto here, and then I'm going to finish it off with a bit of ribbon on the top. So let's get that down now. So I've got here just a little foam pad that might be a bit too big, so let's snip that down to size. And now here is our ribbon. I'm not going to tie a bow, I'm just going to do a double knot. Actually no, I think a bow might look nicer. Let's do a bow. So here we have our lovely little Christmas Gable box using the August Papercraft Society. I absolutely love this one, especially as we have the reindeer in there as well. Now this box really is for any occasion, just add whatever you want to it to change it up. I love this. So all the information for the Papercraft Society box is listed down below. Subscriptions end at midnight on the 20th of July, and boxes should be sent out in August. So all the information for that will be down below, and don't forget to join me next month in August for the live craft along for the entire box as well. I'm really looking forward to that one. So I hope you're really enjoying the Christmas in July videos that I've been putting up, and I will see you again in my next one. Bye for now.